to go through Trev all the time. Yeah.
So sign in from Trev.
Yeah, sign in from Trev, and there should be like a box that just says Realm.
Okay. On the far left?
No, I'm already signed in. Let me see if I can show you.
No, my screen looks different.
Yeah, so when you sign into Trev,
Yes,
Realm is right over here.
sign in there first, okay.
Yep. If you're using Google Chrome, you can save, you can bookmark Realm to the top of your,
Right.
it doesn't show the tab on the screen, but there's like, you can save these accounts at the top tab so that it's just like a quick access. You can just click it and it takes you straight to the Realm login. Sorry. Sorry, no, I'll just read it.
I do.
There's a few people having that problem right now.
It's true, okay. Interesting, that might just be a Trev issue.
Well, I'm in, John's in, who else is in? You're in?
Is anyone not able to log in to Trev?
It's just the Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi's working.
Oh, I see.
If you're unable to connect, you can try shifting your hotspot on your phone, and see if it works there. I think everybody's trying to connect on the Wi-Fi and it's overloading.
They're
So,
okay with that.
Or just follow along on the.
Do you want me to hook Mike up to my hotspot?
Yeah, but let me know when you guys have logged in and then or on this page or on the front page.
How do I go to my settings to
Okay,
be
it's a start.
like this? Yeah. you look like your phone.
yeah, but I don't want this. I want
Your curly.
that's your.
It's Candace's iPhone and it's
I've been on.
Oh, suspended.
And
Oh.
did it fast class. That's fine.
It's suspended.
I'll tell you what, okay, next step,
That'd be great.
Yeah, so when you're all logged, let me know when you guys are all logged in.
that's when we're in the car, I use that
Everyone's in?
to do offers and stuff.
So
But Ken's driving.
first off, on the top right, if you click your profile, this is where you can change the settings before you do anything. You want to kind of just configure it to yourself. So when you click on settings, that's where at the top here, you can see all of your contact information. And then you can add, for example, like your website and whatever else you need to add, your LinkedIn. All your clients can see this when they get added to Realm.
Sorry, go to your face, edit profile.
Yeah. So the face up here, and then the settings right here at the bottom. And then that brings you to this page. From here, you can also personalize. So when you add people to Realm, this is the client invitation. It has the heading. I didn't bother really changing it, but this is what they're going to see in their text body on the email when you send them that invitation link. So if you wanted to change it, add a link to it. They also have a welcome message down here, which is pretty much, that's going to be sent to your clients as well. And this is just getting them set up on Realm and started.
Excuse me, where did you get this again? I'm sorry.
This is under, so right here at the top right.
Personalization, yeah.
Yeah, and then personalization, and then that's where all the emails are going to be. So when you send invites, their welcome message, and then even when you send them listings, you can edit if you scroll all the way to the bottom where it says send listings, you can edit the heading and the text body.
Where did you get this?
This one, so at the top right, and then settings, and then it's under the personalization tab on the left-hand side.
Sorry, you were too far.
So once you personalize one of these,
Yeah.
every time you send out an invitation,
Yeah,
you've set up today.
yeah,
go to them.
exactly, yeah. So you can, that's what I mean, you can change it up a bit if you wanted to add something else on this text body, but I don't think they end, like many of them tell me they don't really read it, they just click the link and start, so.
Yeah, it's already writing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can, like, the most that I would say is that you also have your signature section where you can add like Everything's pretty much set up
You
for
didn't
you
have that
though,
other
but you can edit your signature as well.
You actually send an individual invite, it'll bring up the default text and you can
Yeah.
personalize it to that person.
Yeah, exactly.
What goes out when you send some listings? Like when you send the listings, what's the default header? It looks like it's blank on mine, so will it?
Yeah,
be
there's nothing. Because there's nothing on it right now, so when I send out, like for me, I usually send them the listings on the app. But if you were to email them the listings, until you change this section where it says send listing,
Mhm.
nothing will be on the header or on the text body.
Okay, like in Stratus, we used to have like the properties of interest. So that is not, there's nothing here, and you just have to add it in. Once you add it in the heading here, it's going to go out for all your emails, right?
Exactly. So if you were to put, for example, properties of interest here, if you were to email someone a property that, like a comparable, then you would have to edit that, that email heading. But it gives you the option to edit it. It's just if you wanted something generic, you can add in the header and then you could also add in the text body.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
If I'm in Realm and I'm sending an email to, a listing to somebody.
Yeah.
It does say something.
Yeah, listings for your viewers.
Because you set it up in Stratus, because
Did you have your setup in Stratus already, or?
like I set mine up in Stratus, like your these listings or whatever.
Because for mine, it's still blank when I send it out to people. If I ever email them, it's still blank.
This is like a new client and all. And I'm setting it around and it all defaults to.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they have done updates and changed it, because the last time I taught the class, they updated like layers on the map, and I had no idea because it wasn't updated on mine.
Yeah, now they have the layer for the school district. and
Yeah.
The other ones.
Yeah. Where else? So after that, you have your account. The only real important thing I would say is just the starting page. So when you sign in, it brings you to, you can have it brought to listings, save searches, your dashboard, whatever you really want when you first log into Realm. That's the first thing that's going to pop up. And then also your search view, which it offers you a map and card. It'll offer you map and table, just different views for when you actually make the searches.
Will you show us what mapping card means?
Yeah, I'll show you when we get to the searches. And then also you can also choose like a default search, for example, if you wanted like yeah, so if you have any saved searches on your account, then under default search, this would pop up automatically when if you log in. So if you're following an area, let's say you're following Guildwood, and if I set it to Guildwood Watch, then and press save, every time I log in, the default on my home screen would be map and card, which is pretty much it shows the map, and then it has the little listing cards on the side, and then it would be for Guildwood within whatever parameters I set for this, like let's say 1 to 2 million detached.
Will this be using our current searches in Stratus and bring it over? Do we know?
So I don't know if Stratus will actually transfer to Realm.
Right now, it's
Yeah.
not.
They
You have
said
to do
no,
it.
yeah,
You have to do it yourself.
Do all
Yeah.
your searches?
Yeah.
That's it.
That would make it a little too easy, and it's too much work on their end to do that. So
So the ones that you say the EO1, EO2, I watch that every day, right?
Yeah.
EO1, EO2, that is now, I have to redo that. Where is that gonna be?
so I'm going to show the save searches after.
Why
Yeah.
don't we make a
No,
list
my
of
search is
questions?
What?
Should I make a list of questions that we want addressed by Dimitrios?
My neighbor.
So then he
Could
can
do that,
continue
yeah.
teaching and then we can just, do you know what I mean?
Because we're there and now, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's fine.
Go ahead.
I have mine.
We're gonna put this-
Yeah, but I'm going to get to the search.
Okay.
I'm going to get to the search setup soon in a second. I just want to go through the account first. There's not much that you really need to change on here. Where was it? And then you can also edit your market areas as well. So the market areas are just going to follow. Again, if you wanted to do like EO1, EO2, this will. This is going to show you that.
Oh, mine's there. I see
No,
it.
so there's market areas that follow a specific market, and
yeah,
then
I
there's
have those.
also save searches. So for example, down here, I have one that's called Durham Banquet Hall. That's only,
My search is not my client's search that I have.
no, yeah, these are just your searches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under market areas. That's what I was looking for. Sorry.
Okay, we're all on the same page.
That might have been carried over, no?
Yeah, it was. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I don't really touch notifications, to be honest. I haven't touched any of the other stuff here, like Stratus lists and Stratus searches. I haven't used Stratus since I found out Realm was going to be taking over.
For those
So-
who have used it, I think if you click on Stratus searches, it actually lists all the searches created in Stratus. We can import them.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of the client search.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't actually touched that because I hadn't had a need to go into Stratus.
So,
Oh, you can import it, yeah.
you can't import that.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I don't know why I have Jeff's here, but
I have just.
Like import.
oh, do you? Okay, we all have Jeff's clients.
I don't have this.
Okay.
Dimitrios, are you going to be telling us how, showing us how to import the data from Stratus? As I understand that needs to be done before we move over to Realm,
Well, what do you mean data?
including the
clients?
contacts, contacts, the searches, the carts, all of that.
I
So as I
haven't-
understand it, if you don't do that, you're going to lose it.
No, they're there in, who was it?
It's under Stratus searches, the very last tab. All my searches are there.
You just have to press import.
So I was in a course by Treb, and what they said was you need to actually import all of that data, and if you don't do that, you're going to lose it. And the same goes for your contacts. So they're not going to be automatically. And I haven't figured out how to do it, but I know that
So-
that's something that needs to.
Yeah, I
That's
haven't.
what they said.
like, because I pretty much like when I started real estate, I spent maybe 3 months on Stratus before I made the switch to Realm. So I haven't used Stratus in well over like a year now.
Okay,
And
and that's
the
fine. I
last
just
time
think we need to figure it out as a group.
Yeah, like the last time I talked to Treb, which was the last time I ran the class, they pretty much said that you have to import the contacts one by one
Mhm.
and just import them, like add their
No,
name and
I
everything.
did it last night.
You add like from Stratus, you added like a whole list.
Yeah.
I export.
Can you
it-
tell us?
Export your list as CVS. So you save it like in an Excel,
just
and then
clicking
you go
import,
into
you see?
Realm.
And
Yeah.
then there,
And
it's
upload.
imported.
There is a Stratus video that.
So I think
tells
they've
you
already
it's
done
very
it. You just
simple.
have to
All the
click
videos
import.
are on
Oh, I
for
see.
every individual.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Tanya, if you go down to Stratus searches, you'll see all your saved searches. I did not import this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think what they were saying is if you'll not see it if you don't import it. Like you have to actually import it before it's sunset, before Stratus is sunset. That's what
Yeah.
I'm-
Well, Sandra just showed me her. So like if you just click right here and select all, then you can just press import selected and it'll import everything.
And the contacts, how did you do that? How did you guys do that? Was that Candace saying that she imported the contacts?
Oh my God, I'm currently importing my searches. I'm
Me
a brainiac.
Yeah, I'm doing that too. I'm
Yeah,
importing.
if you go down to the bottom, Stratus search,
Yeah.
you will see all of your searches.
Yeah.
No, Candace,
So
I'm
that's-
doing that. That's on the screen, right? I'm doing that already. I'm talking about the contacts now.
With
So,
contacts, you have to save it as a CVS from Stratus.
okay.
You have to have your contacts in to be able to enforce them all.
In Stratus? Yeah.
I would think you'd have to have the contact in for it to.
Yeah.
really search.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
I think it'll be helpful for us because a lot of us have to do it. So it'll be helpful for us to see how those contacts are going to be, how we're importing them from.
Yeah, I don't, unfortunately, I don't have any contacts in Stratus because I've just been using Realm. So I don't even, I haven't done that
So
yet.
this is what's happening here. It's transferring over all my searches.
Yeah.
I just imported them. So that's what they're talking about.
No, but you can transfer the saved searches, but then you also have to transfer contacts.
Yes, we have done that already.
I'm talking about my client contacts.
That you have
Yeah.
to do.
Demetrios.
Yep.
Since you're screen sharing, just click on the share button at the top right.
On where?
The
Sorry?
arrow, the little arrow, blue arrow in the top right.
Oh, yeah.
There's an import client button there.
Yeah.
Right, so if you.
Oh, so this is where you put the CVS. Yeah.
Stratus, you can import them here.
can you show us that once again? Dimitrios, can you show us where you got that once again?
Yeah, under your contact tab here,
Okay, yeah, okay.
you click that, and then right at the top right, this blue arrow, it'll say import clients.
Okay. And now on Stratus, I guess there's a way to download the clients from there.
Yeah.
At the CSV. Okay.
David, you had a question?
Yeah, this is really simple to do. The first training module on the link is exactly this, and I did it last night. It took half an hour at most to move all of my contacts and all of my searches. It's super easy.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I haven't had to import anything from Stratus, so that's the only reason why I haven't haven't done that myself.
Can I just mention the videos that were sent out? It does daunt you because it says 61 videos.
Yeah.
Some are 30 seconds, some are 60 seconds, some are 1 minute. They're all quick. Okay.
Maybe not all. One was 2 hours.
Yeah, well, it depends how far you.
Okay, all right.
So after you finish that, that's pretty much setting up your profile. So we can just press the home tab down here and that'll take you back to your home page.
Where was your home tab? Oh,
At the top, there's the little house. And then once you click that, you'll be able to see what you've edited as your startup page. So this one is mine, for example. I have my market areas over here on the left, and then all of the recently viewed listings I have just up here on my homepage. When I scroll down, I have recent searches. And it does give you the option to save that search as well if you needed to, which I'll go through after. And then save lists. So we'll jump to contacts, which is just on the top toolbar here.
Like what sort of-
Contacts on the top toolbar. And so you've already seen how to add it from Stratus now with the CVS file. But if you were to add it, let's say you met someone today and you're adding them for the first time on Realm, you're going to go add new client.
How do you get that, Ed?
Here, 1 second. Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue arrow box on the top right. Yeah, add new client. And then from here, you can add their first name, last name, and company if they have one. I haven't created a template yet for them to use. Oh,
Add
yeah.
new client, it's the big blue one on the left, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So right up here,
Oh,
this
that
arrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, this drop down, this drop down. Oh, you found it? Oh. Add new client. Okay. Add me.
You need their phone number and their email to be able to add them. It won't let you do it with just an email. So you do need their phone number and their email. And then from there, you can actually choose what stage they're in. If they're like home search, contract signed, closed, or whatever stage they're in. And then also the type of client, if they're a buyer, seller, renter, landlord. I don't think it's actually showing that, but it's these two boxes at the bottom. Yeah, it shows it on mine. Like that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Show your back. Bless you.
Then you can add additional information if you wanted to, like you can add their job title, socials, current address. So let me know when you guys are all good from here, and then I'll.
We're good.
Yep. So you can either now save this and it'll just save it as a client onto your contact list, or you can save and invite them. If you, let's say, forgot to ask for their email or their phone number or something, just save it. Then you don't have to go through the hoop of like completely adding all the info back. If you press save and invite, that template that I showed you at the start, the email, that's what's going to send out. It does give you the option to edit it. So you can completely delete everything and then retype whatever you want.
Isn't there an option on the contacts where, especially if you have young buyers and maybe their parents want to see what you're sending them as well? You can add additional
So
emails to the fruit.
you can add additional emails, I believe, just as notes, but you can't. So right here, this is the only place you can add additional emails, but from what I've experienced, it doesn't actually send to the other parents.
To make a group, like group.
You make a group, you can make a group of them, or what I've done, because there's just still too many bugs with it. I've just added their parents. Yeah, I've added their parents, and I just I created a save search, and I just saved the search under theirs and under their parents. It just avoids any of the glitches and bugs that they've had.
Sends listings to all.
Yeah, because it's really like once you create I'll show you after, but once you create the save search, it's really easy to just add it to multiple contacts. But you can add multiple emails and multiple phone numbers if you want.
But they will only send it to the first one.
That's been my experience. So I had 2 girls for university looking for a lease, and their parents were going to sign as the
Characters.
as the guarantor, and I added the first girl's contact here, and then her friend and her parent, and then only she got the invite, not the other 2. So I don't know if it's a different experience for like other people, but that's been my experience. So I've just added them individually. Yeah, it was easier, and then I can save the searches for them and stuff.
All right, we get this now.
So yeah, once you do that, it'll send out that link, and that email template that I showed you at the start, that's what sends in their inbox. They're going to see that. They're going to add their account and create it. Now let's say I'll use this guy. So I already have a save search here. When you do create a new contact, when you click them on the left here, and then you go to searches, yours will be blank, and it'll say search. It'll say that you don't have a save search yet, and there's going to be a button that prompts you to create a search.
Can you just click on that one? Can you click on that one?
Prospect?
Because I have, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Can you walk us through?
Can we walk through
Yeah.
it right first
Yeah.
minute?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, sure. Here, let me go back to contacts. So,
Oh, the 3 dots in
So
it.
to create a search from scratch, what do we do? So
here, I'll show you in a second. I'll add a brand new. Let me see if I have someone that I haven't.
Just add me and then
Add you?
add me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. who-
CI.
How do you spell
Leave
it?
it at, just leave it at CI.
CI.
Okay. And then, yeah, KI dot CIANCI USI at iCloud.com.
Wondering for that. Oh wow, it adds with the phone number.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, so like I said, this is what sends when you. So this is my default email. This is what's going to send them to them.
Okay, great.
So I send that over. This pops up. He doesn't have any save searches yet.
Great. So now add me.
Yeah. Let me know when you're all on this page.
Yeah, so I mine. Here. So scroll down and find it.
So all he did was add me as a contact.
Yeah.
Right? And I just got an email from you.
So do you have to invite them, or they can just use it like Stratus and just view?
They can use. Well, no, they can't access Realm without an. Oh, actually, they can access Realm without an invite, but you can't interact with them.
Right.
Yeah.
So some of my older people wouldn't use that anyway, so you can just send them listings through Realm.
You can send it through Realm, or you can just have it there as a contact so that you're able to see like save searches on their account. Yeah, even if they don't log in and look at it. Like this guy up here doesn't use Realm at all.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So like I just saved searches for him so that when I'm doing my property searches in the morning,
Yeah.
I can click his name and then I see what's there.
So just, listen, he's just not interacting.
No, I don't send him listings, so I have it turned off for notifying him because he doesn't check his email for one. He's too busy to like even look at it.
But
So
you can do that, where you just send it out.
yeah, you have an option to do monthly in real time and daily.
Thank you. Okay, we all have a client on board.
All right, so it'll prompt you to make a search. If you click search, it'll take you to the default search.
You went to the top? Did you go to the top search
No, this was on
on the
so
client?
I'll go back to client
Oh, I
and then right here under the
Oh,
searches.
search. Okay.
So you click contacts and it came up?
So I click contacts and then it'll bring you to your contacts and then see Kiki's name is right down here at the bottom. Or I don't think it even shows it on that screen.
Yes.
So her name is right here. If I click her name, this pops up. And then because she doesn't have a search yet, it has that search button right here.
Search. All three of us have different like screens. We all push search and we all have different screens.
Really?
It's okay.
Here's the way it is.
Did you click clients?
Yeah. That's contacts, yeah.
Okay, I'll add. So if you click the back arrow, everybody click the back arrow.
You have to change the layout. Click on the layout. And then go to table.
Oh, but this is just, so when you're going through your contacts though,
It's really,
if you click searches.
Oh, here.
Yeah, because this is your own.
Mhm.
This is
Oh,
your
and then you
profile,
just
you already
click
have
contact.
searches there.
Interesting.
If you were to go and create a new search or like add a new contact, that's what pops up.
I added a new contact.
You can't because you're already on there.
Oh, that's what I'm doing,
Yeah.
guys. Sorry.
You have
Okay,
to
so we
add
have
someone,
make a new contact.
you have to add someone else. The minute, and then when you do add a
Yeah,
new
add them.
contact, this is what pops up. You're all like, you all already have a profile on Realm for your own, for yourself, just because they do like, yeah, once you start Realm and log in and create your account, you're automatically, you have a profile for yourself.
Somebody raised their.
Oh, yeah, Ed, Nicole, you guys have questions?
So I'm adding in Jill Blow.
Okay, so we're basically setting up a
Dimitrios?
address search here, right? So I'm inputting. I'm at the page where you see the map, and then on one side, and then there's photos. So I inputted the price. I inputted freehold, and then is it good to go now, or?
I'll get to that in a second. Once we get
Okay.
everyone past this contact page, we'll get to that. Yeah.
Right on. Thank you.
Nicole?
Hey, yeah, I just got a question. When you're on that page, is there a way to collapse all the other contacts? I'm just finding when you're in a search, for example, for Kiki, that's too distracting. Is there a way to collapse all that?
Not really. Like you have, there's, sorry, when you say you're in a search, like to take this away, the sidebar,
Yes.
the most you could do is just click on like teams. If you don't have a team set up, it'll just be blank.
Okay. Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
But then that takes away all of your contacts as well.
Oh,
So
I
there's, there isn't really a way, but if you wanted to,
Type the letter in, like K. for Kiki.
I just find,
See that in
well,
there,
yeah,
right?
it's just that space where like you're under Kiki's card, it's just very small, especially when you're looking at a search
oh, I see.
for her. Yeah. Okay. No worries.
Well,
And then
once you do start searching, it's not going to be like, this won't be there anymore.
Right. Okay. And then second, just a note, I added myself like a different email, and I did not put my phone number, and I was able to invite myself. So I'm not sure if that's an update, but
Yeah,
it might be
if you have more than one email, then you can add
yeah, it
like,
might be beneficial to like add yourself as a separate email just for people to play around with.
Yeah, we see.
should have
what
done
we
that.
get. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so everyone's good on this page now?
That's where we are right now. Yes.
So then once you press search, again, I have my own, I changed my layout. That default layout when I was talking about, before we created the search, I'll show you. So these are the layouts that you have when you are making the search. Consumer has the map with the property cards on the left-hand side. Map and card is the one that I'm using, which shows the, it automatically opens up the filters for me, but it's pretty much map on the top, card on the bottom.
I will say for us old timers, if you go to table, that's how I like when I want to.
Table is closer to Stratus, yeah.
That's where you are, you're on table. Yep, there we are.
So this is
Right.
table.
Oh,
And then you're able to also add column, like
What
sold
just
days.
happened? There we go.
maybe not.
Yeah,
You're on table. Yeah.
So I couldn't figure out how to see sold date because I always want to do the table by sold date, like most recent sold. If you go to columns at the top, Dimitri,
oh, yeah.
you can add
So I haven't-
customize.
Yeah, I
We'll
haven't
get
added
there
anything
after for
myself.
these guys, but because it took me forever to figure that out, and it's,
Right down, right, go to customize.
yeah.
I'll show it to you in a second, but yeah, so then
Yeah,
there's.
thank
these are
you,
just-
Kiki. I was looking for that too, like the sold
Oh,
date. That should be like a
that's-
default, right? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. Thank you. I really need that.
Yeah, so and then there's just the rest of it is just different, again, different layouts. And when I showed you on the default on your profile underneath personalization, that's what I meant when I said you can choose the layout. So when you do go to your home screen, for example, and if you did go to a search to your when you started searching, that would be the default layout that would pop up, whatever you choose on your profile. I'll run back to that at the end just so everyone can switch it to what they want.
Dimitri, just a quick question. I was just wondering, is there like, do you find that it works better on Chrome than Safari? Because I'm using it on Safari and I'm finding that it's really slow.
Yeah. On
Chrome.
Safari, it's horrible.
I don't think
So
Safari's
switch to
good
Chrome.
for
I'm
anything.
using it on Safari. I'm okay.
So Chrome is much faster in your experience, with better performance?
It's faster and less buggy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use
even though
Chrome for
Realm
that.
has a lot of bugs, Chrome is a lot better with it.
Okay, I heard something about that because yeah, it's like super slow and yeah, you're right. You do a search and it just sits there. But if Chrome is better, I'm gonna have to start using Chrome from now on. Thanks.
And with Chrome, you can save again. You can save the Realm tab at the top under the bookmarks. I can't show it on my screen for some reason, but that
I think
way,
you have to minimize your screen, right? To see the top tab or no?
no,
No.
it's.
Sorry, just to ask, are we doing a brand new search right now, or?
We're gonna do a brand new. We're gonna do a search under the contact, but it will be a brand new search.
Okay, so we
Under
click on a contact.
Yeah.
click on their name, and we press search button.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is where, or whatever your layout is, will pop up here.
What's your layout?
This is my layout, map and
What do you
card.
call it?
Map,
and table,
map
and
plus,
card?
map plus card.
How come your map's at the top though and mine's at the bottom?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because that when on mine it shows this.
On the side, yeah, okay.
Real estate questions.
So
My kids pass it on.
wait, we're all okay. Well, I'll wait until they're good too.
Please are
We're
supportive.
not there yet. We're doing that.
Yeah. All right,
I just
so
gotta-
we're searching.
Everyone's on map and card or their search.
Doing a new search, so I don't really know why I have these.
So once you reach this area, this is where you plug in any of the information, the area, municipality, or community. This is all under filters.
Okay, may
If
I?
you don't have your filter tab open,
Shoot.
it's on the top left.
So, when I do the search,
Can we do a map search?
yeah, or just do a search.
Yeah.
Like so I find when I go, like, I have to go Toronto to go EO3. Is that correct?
No. So here, under map layers, so this little on the map card,
Uh-huh.
there's all of these little
Yes.
all these little buttons.
Yes.
What you can do is under map layers,
Yes.
you can choose like schools, growth, etc. And then at the bottom here, you have areas, municipalities, and communities. So if I were to click municipalities, for example, and I'm just going to drop the price down so you can actually see the map. Sorry, 1 second.
Where's the pin? You know how you would like drop a pin for a school? Oh, there you go.
So now that I've clicked on municipalities, you can see all the EO1s, EO2 quadrants over here. And then that way, like, especially if you don't,
What's that one? That's what I like.
so this is right here, map layers.
Yep.
And it's a little hamburger map layers, and then scroll to the bottom of the map layers, and it shows areas, municipalities, and communities. If you don't know your area, especially if you don't know which quadrant it is in, this can help you. And if you wanted to go further again, if you click communities, I'll zoom in. You can see like South Riverdale, Greenwood, Coxwell, Beaches.
Mine says suppressed, all of this.
We were just talking about that.
So just for the sake of this, I changed the filter and I put the minimum price to 40 million. Just so that you could actually see and
Oh, I didn't click available. Okay. that's-
yeah.
Okay.
But then that shows you the municipalities and
It's not right. What's wrong?
so you're all good on the filters part.
The map layers, you can only have one at a time, is that right?
No, you should be able, oh yeah, sorry, these ones you can only have one at a time. But you could do, for example, like, yeah, you have other options on school zones and stuff.
Why is it not clear?
Clearing what? If you wanna take it away, you just click on it again and it should go away. Everyone's good on this one?
No.
What's wrong with yours?
Area. Toronto, municipality.
Okay. Toronto is 1696, so let's go EO1.
Erica, okay, so
And then you just have to click away for on the actual layer part, and then
It'll.
it'll your map will be a lot more clear as well.
click away, what do you mean?
So like,
Sorry.
no, so like on the filters here, if you click this, once you finish typing it in,
So I put Toronto.
Click it
on
again,
EO1,
and it
it's
goes away.
1696.
and then it'll be more
Go over here. Municipalities, you can do that.
I did.
just on the filters on your map.
Map layers.
Yeah.
Map layers, click municipality.
And so if you click it again, then that goes away, and then only what you've typed into your filters on the search pops up.
Excuse me.
Yeah. David?
Yeah, I'm on the map layers. I click on municipalities, the map doesn't change.
Just click.
Do I have to have something in the,
Just have to say that.
Sorry, what do you mean the map doesn't change? Like you don't see the overlays like
That's
this?
that's right.
Then what I have to go in and do.
Yeah, I'm not sure because it should be popping up if you're clicking. Like if you click areas, do you see anything there?
Yeah, so if I click areas, I get,
Well, maybe if I do this first.
I get,
Toronto and
yeah,
okay, and then if you click communities, does that pop up?
okay, you know what, all of a sudden now it's working. I don't know what I did. But it looks like I'm good. I got it.
Yeah, that might happen sometimes you might even just have to refresh it.
Well, I'm also on Stratus as it happens, on Safari, I mean.
If you put all the options you generally use in on Stratus, so.
Yeah.
Maybe whatnot, sometimes the filter didn't change for me either. Then I discovered in Toronto. and
Same.
it's left
That's what we're just
filters,
talking
and
about.
then it works.
Right. Do you experience that?
No, I haven't had that before.
I have it all the time.
I have it all the
It's
time.
You remove Toronto from here?
It's right here. So I have Toronto right now.
Yeah.
I have 1696 in EO1. That's incorrect, right?
I mean.
So.
Oh, sorry. No, I wasn't even talking about that filter section yet. I was just talking about the overlay on the map so that you could get a bearing on like what area is what. If you're trying to figure out, like, let's say you wanted to tackle EO8, but you didn't know what area that was, just to figure out where EO8 is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you would use. But when it comes to actually doing the filters, yeah, like you would go one by one. And then on my save searches, for example, if I'm only looking at a few specific areas, like let's say I only want the Bay
Corridor.
the Bay corridor. it.
Can you do map? Can you draw map?
You can, yeah. So that's not working out for me. That's fine.
So anyhow,
Um,
I'm with them with, you have to go back in the search and delete Toronto to get the
Yeah.
accurate.
delete all the high. So if you're looking for a community, then once you find the communities and you've plugged it in, delete your municipality, delete the area, because it'll automatically, for whatever reason,
Hold on.
pull
to that.
everything from that area. You need to delete both of those.
Not always.
If you did want to look at an area by drawing, you can on this menu on the side, on the left-hand side of your map, you'll see a toggle draw mode,
Mhm.
the rectangle box, and then also to draw a circle.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go back in. Kill, oh, no, no.
If you click the circle, this gives you pretty much just a radius. So as you can see, the more I go like 8 kilometers out, and it'll pull all the listings within that 8-kilometer radius. Can help when you're doing comparables.
That 2430 Girard is the cheapest game in town. By far.
If you wanted to tackle just one little quadrant, what you can do is in the middle one here, the polygon, you click 4 points. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 5 points. I lied. And then it'll create a rectangle, and then you can just manipulate this the way you need it to. Like, let's say you wanted it right up against the Don Valley. I'll zoom in a little.
And how do you get the stats now on this? In the old one, you mapped it and then you could go to stats.
Well, when you do have here, let me change the minimum amount. So when you do have listings that pop up, once this loads, under here,
Yes.
where it says 128 results, right beside that, it'll say market insights and analytics.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's say we click market insights. Oh, sorry, not that one. Let's say we click analytics.
Wow.
It can give you a brief rundown of let's say we want to see everything within the last 3 months. It'll say the average sold, average list price, list to sell ratio.
See what it says, 6 months.
Yeah, and you can kind of play around with that. It can kind of give you an idea of, again, what's happening in just the area that you've created that. I just put a minimum, on the minimum price. If you want to just, yeah, that's why mine was empty, because I put the minimum price to 40 million.
49.
There's one that's minimum 40 million. So yeah, this can help you if you're just looking for some basic info, like if you're going to go and door knock and you want to know what's average list, average sold. This is a quick way to do it. It works whatever filters you have here in your search area. That's what it'll pull from. So right now it's pulling that information with a minimum price of 1.4 million, for example.
Can you save that all, Dimitrios, like that stats, the market analytics?
Well, it doesn't give you an option to save this. But if you go to market insights.
Where did you click for that?
Yeah. So right here,
Oh,
when you're in your searches, it gives you analytics and then market insights. It's a paid subscription. You got to pay for Trinelli to save this, because see here where it says leverage to win clients. You got to pay a subscription for that.
how much do you pay?
I don't know. I didn't bother looking at it.
You have to
That
pay
was
to
it, yeah.
be able to look at the
You
analytics.
have about 5.
No. So they give you the analytics,
Five
but
reports free.
yeah, but they give you the analytics, but then
Per day.
First.
I clicked it once at the very start of Realm, and they offered a subscription basis. I don't remember how much they quoted me per month if I wanted to use it. Nicole?
A couple of questions. So just based on
Yeah.
that, the analytics, what's the difference between the analytics and the market insights? What?
One can be leveraged for your clients. So if you press this up here, leverage insights to win clients, it's going to generate a report that you can print out and bring with you door knocking, email over. Yeah.
Okay. So it's pretty much just
Other one is more of a click. This one's a third party button pretty much. by
Right,
Trinoma.
okay.
And this one is just for you to see, and then you can kind of gauge it by going like 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, and then
Okay.
change the info that you see.
I see, and that's based on the search that you've got on the screen and the listings that are up
Exactly. So everything that you put on the filters affects whatever you see here.
there. Okay, great. And then second is, what's the difference and like the point in the match on all areas? Like I know this, like if you put in Toronto EO1, it will show you all of EO1 and all of Toronto. Like why would you want that and not match on all areas?
Sorry, when you're talking about here,
Yeah.
and you're asking about like, sorry, can
Like
you
when-
repeat that?
Yeah, like when you put in Toronto and you go in
Yeah.
EO1 and you want to see the listings there, like it shows you all of Toronto, right?
Right.
Instead of like just EO1. So
Yeah. So I don't know why. I don't know why they do it that way, but I'll show you right here.
like you always should have match on all areas, right? Is that correct?
So you see how I put EO1, and it's for me now it's just showing EO1.
Yes.
Sometimes it'll keep it up as just Toronto.
Because you've
You
got
have to-
because you've got match on all areas ticked, right? So go
She means on the bottom there.
Let me see.
so now so there you've got EO like that's all of Toronto plus EO1. But like why
To be honest, I have no idea why you would even want that, because the whole point of this is
Yeah.
to get a generalized, like a really specific search.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not crazy. Like there's okay, so we don't know that yet.
So,
Yeah, I don't know why they added that option there.
Okay.
so
Thanks.
can I ask you to do
Yeah.
an unavailable, right? An unavailable. So we want the solds in Toronto, EO1, but draw the area.
I see. What do you mean? Oh, sorry. What do you mean draw the area? Like,
So draw a square in Riverdale,
okay.
but unavailable. Because I want to know the solds in Riverdale by drawing them.
Just
Yeah? Okay?
Cool. And then,
And you have to close the Toronto.
Yeah.
And unavailable. Okay. And then you hit done. Is that what you do?
yeah, but
Or
where's,
sold.
then you check the sold
Okay.
box.
All right. And then done at the bottom.
Where?
I don't understand.
Yeah, but you're gonna squeeze that blue line, just the 2021, I mean 2024, let's say, because that usually takes you back to 2021, just make it smaller. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about seeing like just what's, yeah, but this will show you everything within 2024.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last update. Yeah.
You can do last update as well. Like, especially on here, what you can do on sort. Yeah. Last modified.
It's on the left hand, it's on that. From
filter.
Salima?
Yeah, hi. I was just gonna say the analytics or the marketing, the one that is paid, I looked into it. It's about $40 or so a month.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, and the other thing is you can actually have your marketing on it. So your picture, your phone number, and all that. If anybody wants to know, look into it, and then just you can send it out like that, or you can print it. So maybe something to leverage.
Sorry, before we go
Yeah,
there, because I just
I'll
want
get
to
to that.
see, so he's done unavailable. Those are the solds in that area.
Just the
right?
solds.
How, and so it's brought up 133 results.
Go to
Just by
narrow it
clicking.
down by last update. If you scroll down the side there, Dimitrios, and then you enter.
Yeah, like
Let's
there's
say
different ones that you can
Take
put, for
away 30
example.
days or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, like for example, if you put sold date or
Yeah.
last updated, but
Yeah.
let's say sold date, you can
Yes.
put we'll do from June 1st to today.
There you go.
And
I
then,
did T minus
right.
60, I got 68 results.
Okay. And so, and I don't know why mine didn't pick it up, but okay.
I'm just doing Riverdale, I'm just following.
Okay, so I'm just gonna wipe all of this.
Yeah,
and
clear, right?
Start from the scratch though.
Clear.
So reset to default or just clear?
Well, you can clear or reset to default. It'll change everything. If you want to start a new search, the quickest way, up here under searches, top right, you press that and press
Top right, where are you?
Research.
top right under searches. You press that and you press new search.
Okay.
That'll bring you to the like everything gets wiped, all the
Different page.
filters. So let's say I'm gonna just start a brief search, and let's say it's gonna be in EO1.
This side need to do. I need to know that.
And then we're gonna look at freeholds for sale. We'll set the price. If you scroll down to the around here where it says price, you can have listing price and then this price. Yeah, Nicole.
Sorry, me again. What is the difference between price and list price?
I see it all the time, and to be honest, I haven't gotten a straight answer on what the difference is on why they added two.
It seems
I use list price myself,
right.
and then I just match the price as well.
Oh, like you put on both. Okay, so
For unavailable listing, the close price for unavailable listings on price.
Say that again.
This filter searches by list price for available listings and close price for unavailable.
Oh, so if you're doing like an
Unavailable.
off market,
and
or sorry, not an off market, like
unavailable.
yeah, suspended or something as well.
So it's for list price. Okay, so if you're doing available, you could just do price or list
Yeah,
price.
so if you're gonna like for this one now, for example, we're just gonna do a save search for Toronto EO1 freehold for sale, and we're gonna set the list price to $1 million.
Okay, thanks.
And then from there, let's say we're gonna add like one parking spot. If you scroll down further, you can see last update, days on market, the type of house or type of property.
And if you want to do minimum or maximum, you have to actually press like, if it's minimum one bedroom, you guys have to press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, if you're looking for a minimum of one, oh yeah, if you're looking for a minimum of one, but they want 1 to 5 plus, then
You have to-
you're selecting all of them manually. Same thing for the dens. Same thing for the bathroom.
So your minimum to parking space is 5, so you have to still do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to see if that has one.
Exactly. If I want more than one parking spot, like if I added 2, for example, you can see the results are starting to go up. Yeah. Or if you wanted to as well, yeah, because you can choose like driveway spots and total parking spaces in general. And then you can also choose the square footage that you're looking for.
Excuse me.
And
Dimitrios, how do you add the kitchens in? Like, how do you add the number of kitchens?
It's further at the bottom right here.
But that's not total, oh, there's total.
Yeah. The more you scroll, like, yeah, so when you scroll down, like it goes by garage and then it'll go by the heating type, air conditioning, kitchens, pool, laundry features. Like it actually has quite a few filters. I'm going to skip through these filters and just show you another field before I save this, which is add field. At the very, very bottom of the filter tab on the left, add field. If you go here, as you can see, there's a ton of other options you can add in. Like if you're looking for a lease and you want it all inclusive, you can add this option in. If you're looking for, let's say, permission to contact to advertise, you can add that option in. If you're looking for the portion of the property, possession date, it gives you a ton of options. You can even go really in depth for like room widths and stuff like that.
Does it filter writing on the writings or no?
What do you mean, right?
Like, let's say I said,
They helpful?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know, interior or let's say, coach house. Cause that's not really a filter on here.
Yeah.
But I put it in coach house is coach.
You would have to find, so the way you do it is you'd have to find what could relate best from this drop down.
Right. I don't think it has.
And then if it relates, then on the drop down, some of them give you the option to actually type something in there. Then you just type it in there.
Got
And then if it, yeah, but that's
Does
the
it
only
pick
way.
it up from the writing description though, or does it have to be filtered?
I believe it's from the writing description.
I will pick it
Or
up.
sorry, no, not the
the
writing,
drop
sorry,
down.
from the filter, from
From
the,
filter.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we made the search.
Yeah, so once you do this, now, because I created a new search and everything, it won't save automatically to the new contact, but let's say right under searches here, top right, on the blue box where it says searches. When you click it and you get that drop down, everyone has this.
Yep.
Beside layout on searches.
Yeah.
You get a drop down.
Okay.
So now you can see your searches, and then what you can do is under save search, first option. You click that, and this is where you can do. So I could click it onto Kiki's. I could also go here over clients, and it'll show me all of my clients. So this one will show all of your clients. This option obviously just shows the recent people that you've been with or that you've done searches for. And then if you create a team, so for those of you that maybe like door knock together or on a small team, you can actually create teams, and then you can save the search under your team. So I'll save it onto Kiki's for now. And then you can also choose how it's going to notify your client and notify you. If you want both email and in-app or just in-app, you can check the boxes. And then you can choose daily or real time. They took out the monthly option, I guess.
Yeah, daily
which
is
is
too much
stupid.
sometimes.
Yeah.
The person gets bombarded every day, they're so annoying.
And then you can choose how it emails them as well. So you can choose just small photos with 3 lines, 3 basic lines. It'll show like price, property taxes, let's say, basic info on the property.
And is this a drip? So now every single time something new will come.
So if I do, for example, if I were to choose real time,
How do we get to this?
save searches.
Save searches, yeah.
New search. New search.
No, not use search.
Save searches, got it, yeah.
And then save search.
Searches. Go to searches. See searches.
Top right hand,
Searches.
top right.
Yeah.
Searches, and then save search.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay. They have like 3 different areas that say search.
So this is a drip now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then-
that's gonna send my client every time something new comes up, an email automatically.
Exactly. So I'll show you. So first, let's say we'll just put property search. The search name, you can list it as whatever you want. Again, when you partner with your clients, they see this. So if they're looking for, let's say they have 2, they're like, I want to see houses in Guildwood. I want to see houses in Vaughan. You can create save searches. You could say Guildwood search, Vaughan search.
And
Just put that in the
save-
title.
Right, and save 4 is Kiki.
Yes.
Kiki
So
and-
now I click you, and then what happens is under the frequency, you have daily and real time. I usually set real time, and all that does is, let's say a property comes on the market, the minute it hits the MLS, there's a notification. So they don't miss out. And that's probably the most important thing, I would say. So the minute a property hits the market, they get a notification via email if you've checked it, or via the app if you've checked it. And it shows them, and it says, this is a new property in your, from your saved searches.
Now, if you haven't sent it to them yet, press save search. Now is it gonna send them you have to sign up for round?
No, because they're already going to be signed up.
I have a question. Why?
Because this save search is after you've invited them.
So I have to invite them first, and then I can only then can I save a search?
Oh, no. You can save a search before you invite them, but then you won't have the option to send them emails or anything.
Do you have to
Because-
invite them to send emails, or can you just add them as clients?
You can add them as clients.
Yeah.
But they're gonna, yeah, so when you do save the search, if you have, if you do have email checked off and their email is in there,
Then
like-
I'll invite them first.
yes, because they have to be invited before they can actually see anything.
Does it do that automatically, or do I have to?
No, it'll do that. Sorry, now I know what you mean. Yeah, it'll do that automatically.
So wait, we went over this earlier. They can actually just get listings. It doesn't have to, they don't have to interact on the app.
No, they don't. They can just get the listings and look through it. Yeah.
But do they have to like sign up?
No.
No.
What do you mean sign? Like,
The minute you put them
The
in.
invite that you sent them, they have to do the invite.
No.
if they get the invite, if you're sending them the listing, like when you,
have to uncheck that.
Yeah.
yeah, you can uncheck that. But what I mean is like, you can save searches. So you can save searches to them.
Yeah.
Or to their account. And then when you click save search, it saves on their account. When you have the check here to email them, it'll send them an email in real time every time there's a new property on the market.
Right.
I see. You mean if you do that, if they have to sign up with Realm, they don't have to accept and sign up and create an account. No, but it'll still send to them if their email is there.
The invite, you really send it, they're like very active buyers and they really need to be in. and
If they
then-
like the idea of collaborating with you, that's the
the
biggest
app.
thing.
Then through the app, they can send you, say, hey, Marietta, I like this property through the app. within
Yeah,
the
so
app.
I'll show you that
You will
on the
see
searches as
in your
well.
realm, when you open your realm, you will see something from that client together with the properties they.
So I will also say that in the old system, notifications for me is what, if you want to be notified on what they're getting at the top. so
Yeah.
you click that piece. And then email addresses, if I understand that correctly, this is where you put in the sister or the mother or the boyfriend.
You
Put
can.
the other address there, so then both of these people get it. I don't need to. put
That's where
Kiki's
the,
email
yeah,
there,
that's where
right?
the additional emails.
I don't need to put Kiki in that email address. She's already.
Yeah, yeah, you're already, but if I wanted to add myself, I could add the email address here. This is where the issue is. For me, I've tried this in the
Yes, I
past.
have too, and it hasn't worked for the client.
Yeah, it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be like, this field right here is if, let's say you're working with multiple people that want to buy one property, you're supposed to be able to add their email addresses
Right,
here,
and it doesn't work.
but it doesn't work.
At least I know that.
Yeah.
I've tried commas, I've tried spaces,
Yeah,
dashes. I've called Treb and they've pretty
No,
much
it's
said, don't worry, we'll patch it.
5 times, him and his son, and they weren't receiving.
Before I move on from this, there's two other settings at the very bottom of this card. You can hide this search from the client. So let's say you have a client that, like, I don't know, we'll say is modest and doesn't want to spend over $1 million, but can afford like 4 million or something. But they're just very like, they don't want to spend over that. And you want to create a saved search for, I don't know, like 1.5, just to show them what's on the market. But you don't want to show that you've created that search. If you press hide from client, this doesn't show anything to them. If you press the email, for example, it won't email them because it's been hidden.
What's the point of it then?
Because for you.
If you want to follow, if you want save searches on your clients, but you want to follow it, but you don't want them to see kind of like what you're searching for them.
So you can have two searches set up for them, one they see and one they don't.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then when you go into them, you can see both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Follow it.
Now,
And then you can also create, check this box at the very bottom. What this does is if they have accepted your invite, they've created their Realm account, they're already on. This box will now, every time they sign into Realm, this is going to be their default search. So when they sign in, they press search. This is going to pop up, whatever the filters are on here.
But they can change them anytime they want to.
They can change them and so can you. So let's say I'm going to save search right now. And then you can see, so now let me just go click away from this. I'll go back to contacts on the top card here. Now you can see that there's a saved search. If I click that, you can see all the searches from what we've put into the criteria. Let's say that, yep. Nicole?
Sorry, just going back to the additional email addresses.
Yeah.
They may have updated that because I had a saved search for a client. I put her husband and myself as a test, and I am getting them, and they said they're getting them. So that might have been an.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
FYI.
great then. Hopefully it'll work when you create the contacts as well. The email's working. If you add the additional emails, it's working now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now let's say we want to switch this and we want to increase the budget. So we're going to go down to the list price. Let's say they're like, you know what? I can go up to 1.5. So you've selected that under list price 1.5. What you're going to do is under searches, again, the same way that you saved it the first time. So search the search box right at the top right. And then first option, save search. And then instead of save as, you're just going to press save.
Sorry, just one question. See
Yeah.
how it says save for Kiki, but you can't click on it?
Yeah, because it's already saved on hers. Yeah. So, but here's what I'm going to show you. Let's say, so let's say you have another client and they've told you, hey, I'm looking for a house for 1.5 in EO1. And you already know that you created the exact same search for Kiki. If you go to save as, now you can save this search again for another one of your clients. So if you click any one of these clients, it'll save. Or if you wanted to save it under yourself to watch the market, and then you can make any changes that you want to make. You can save it under yourself and then say, for example, rename it. And then this will save for just you now, unless you added emails here. And that's another way that you can, like, again, if you have multiple clients that are looking for the same thing, like you have a saved search already and someone else comes up, says, I'm looking for this, and you already know, oh, okay, one of my clients is already looking for like that area, that price. You just do that. You click save search, save as.
Save search.
Sorry?
So just press save as.
Exactly. Save as just gives you the option to save that search under multiple, like different clients.
And so the people that you've dripped on
Yeah.
in the past, if you go onto their name, you can see the things that they've been sent.
Yeah, so actually, at the top on this black toolbar over here, you'll see a few buttons. Next to the home button is the bell icon.
Yeah.
That bell icon, if you click it,
Yeah.
you'll see recent activity.
Okay.
So I can see that 11:28, Kiki opened the message that I sent to invite her to Realm.
Okay.
I can see down here who's updated what, like one of their searches, or for example, I can see over here, like today at 6:20 a.m., there were new matches under one of my client searches. So all of these are just updates. It'll show you everything. It'll show you when a client logs in, it'll say so-and-so logged into Realm. So-and-so just saved a search, or so-and-so just left a note, just liked a property. So that's been the same. Is everyone pretty much with me on saving searches for your clients?
Yeah, I think it was very
Right
good.
there where you were. Okay. Let's start.
Oh, did someone say something online, or was that here?
Wherever you were,
David?
it would.
Somebody online say something?
I just said that was very good.
Oh, thank you.
So wherever you were, on the side, on the updates of
Yeah.
the house, it will even show you in red that something's about to expire, because
Yeah.
these things do expire, and then you can click on it on the 3 dots, and then you can extend it.
Yeah, so these searches, I'll show you because I'm pretty sure I have one that's probably expired or expiring.
Exactly. Yeah, if you scroll
Um,
down wherever you were, something will come up.
There we go, here. So this search, for example, the last time when I created it was April 24th, and the last time it was updated was also April 24th. It expires in 14 days because I haven't, I think they have like a 3-month or
Yes.
a 3-month timeline.
Alarm, like on Stratus, right? You can alarm.
Yeah,
Right.
all you do if you want to extend it, 3 dots on the far right side.
Yeah.
You just click that and press extend.
But there's no way to have them all there, to see them all.
Is there a way to see all of them there? As in Stratus, you could just extend all of them.
Just asking.
I haven't looked into if you could see all of them. There might be something in the filters, like if I go, let me see.
Right there on the house.
Status
you were
inactive,
just
maybe?
Scroll down.
No status inactive. No.
Like all searches
How
for all
about status
clients.
inactive? I'm just curious.
So status inactive, this is going to show all of my inactive clients. So these are people that I've closed in the past.
Okay.
And they're no longer like, yeah, they're no
But
longer
they're not
looking.
necessarily on a search.
They're not on a, so they do have a search. So for example, like they do have searches here,
Right.
but they're no longer looking. So under their contact card, I've changed it to inactive. I'll show you that after. Or I guess I can just show it now, but
The searches that are about to expire.
you have to just kind of click through there, either here on the bell.
Yeah.
You just clicked on the bell and then you click their name.
Yeah.
Because you'll see that it's certain search is expiring, or you have to go contact by contact and then
But we have a few hundred contacts.
But there's no consolidated way to see your searches that are about to expire.
I would hope that they would add that in the future, but right now,
Yeah.
no, there isn't a
We should
way. At least
provide
not
that
I've
as
seen.
feedback. We should certainly provide that as feedback, as that would be quite hard if you had to go into each contact.
Yeah, because especially once you have like,
Yes, we have a few hundred contacts. on
yeah.
the website, Right, so. Yeah.
So let's go back to, yep, Nicole.
So just to clarify, what used to be a prospect search in Stratus is now a save search, and you have to have them as a client, like a contact rather.
No, you don't have to have them as a contact. You can save a search under their name. Like, for example, Kiki has not set up the Realm thing on her end. Under my, like, she hasn't accepted the invite for mine. I could still save searches under her profile. And then if I click this and then I press, sorry, let me just go back 1 second.
Yeah.
If I click over here, the 3 buttons on the top, on the far right-hand side for the search.
The settings, yeah.
If I go to settings, I can choose to email daily or real time. If I want to add other email addresses, you said it works, then you can still do that and they get the emails. They don't have to create a Realm account for it.
Right. Okay. They don't have to create the account. Okay. But you have to have them in as a contact. Yeah.
Yeah. So when Realm was first created, it was supposed to be an exclusive thing for realtors and clients. So if you didn't have a Realm account, you couldn't do any, like you couldn't browse, you couldn't see the listings that were emailed to you or anything like that. They've changed it now. Apparently even like just the general public, they can hop on Realm and they can create their own account or start a search.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense. So a prospect search is equal to a save search essentially at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now let's say you want to create, so on the right-hand side or on the right tab beside searches under your contacts, this is just lists that you can create. So let's say that, I'm going to just go into the searches here and select 2 of these houses. And then I'm going to click on the top right on this arrow. Under the drop down here, it says add to list. You get an option to send it to them via chat as well, which is going to message them in Realm, or add to list right here. If you press add to list and go into your client and then create a new list, this gives you the option to save lists under your contacts. If they have a Realm account, they'll see this the next time they pop up. So like I have clients right now, I'm just going to save properties for them, and you can call it like prospect properties. And then when you press the add button, it's going to create that list under her account. So when you go to contacts, back to her account, and you go under lists, now you can see prospect properties. When your contact likes a property, which is, where is it? Oh, they took the like button away from me. Oh, here it is. So when your contact goes into their, if they see these properties, for example, when they press this button here, the heart, to like it, or if they left a note, you can say, like, let's say they leave a note that says highly interested, then it's automatically going to create another list under their account that says liked.
You can ping every time they like something.
Yeah, unless you turn your notifications off. The minute they like something, the minute they leave a note, you get pinged. I have it just set so that the minute they do any searches, sign in, or anything on Realm,
And those preferences are per client, not overall.
per client. Oh no, sorry. Like when you get notifications for likes and stuff, overall.
Overall.
Yeah.
You're brilliant.
This has been lovely.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know how to do a search.
Thank you so much.
I think that's Ed.
Yeah, when they're getting these listings, are they seeing the brokerage and agent information
Yes.
on, or is there a setting that we could turn off that so they just see very limited information?
The client shouldn't. Like I saw my clients yesterday when I sent them a few properties on Realm, and they don't see the listing brokerage at all. They shouldn't see the listing one.
They see your information if they go. on
Our information, but
Yeah.
not So if your clients though, if they click one of these properties on
They
their
see your
app,
information,
yeah, they see your information. They won't see like the list. So they won't see this person and their brokerage.
No.
That doesn't pop up. And they don't see, like, obviously they won't see so they won't see the schedules, they won't see links.
Name
What
of
they
the
see is pretty
seller.
much this. They see client remarks,
Yeah.
and then they will see a few, like some of this information, not all of it.
Not
Like they
all
won't see a
details.
commission or seller, stuff like
So you
that.
see a client version of it. Like more limited.
Yeah, it's a very, very simplified version of what we see. And there is one more thing on our end, for example, if we were looking at a property, under each property, if you scroll down to property history, you can actually see like the last time it was expired, the last time it was listed, terminated. It doesn't always show every single contract that's happened. It only shows the ones that's been recorded. But for example, this one, it's been recorded up until April 30th of 1990. I was just saying that like on the contact, on the contact card, you can see property history as well. And for some of them, like if it does have an MLS number, you can actually go and click it and see like, perhaps like if your client were looking at something, I had someone that was looking at a house and you can see all the upgrades. So if you wanted to see what that house was like before these upgrades, if there's an MLS number, it will bring you to that old listing and it'll actually show you like, sometimes the pictures are still up. You can scroll through the pictures and see the house before the upgrades were made.
Yeah, like you can go on and see the view of the home on Stratus and see all the times it was listed.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much it. It just takes,
Where's that one?
this is so, oh, it still shows,
I can't to see that history. It's like the sold history, right?
yeah, so,
What do you click on?
so this is the property card, right?
Yes.
You scroll all the way down and you will see at the bottom here, property history. So for example, 1990, it shows it was, in 1990, it was sold for 105,000. This is the MLS number. It's still under there. If I,
Click on that, can you click on that?
yeah, so if I click on this, I have to share the next screen.
No, that's after the crash in 1989, and that's still $105,000.
So the photos have been taken down at this point. After some time, like some of these properties, the photos will just disappear. They just get taken down.
And how do
But you'll be able to see.
And how do we book a broker bay from a listing here?
Right. So, oh shoot, 1 second.
His birthday? His birthday.
Oh, I signed
Happy
everything.
birthday.
Sunday. Yeah, just before we end here, at the bottom here on each of these properties,
Yes.
this is where you access Geo Warehouse. Online appointment is where you go to book showings.
How did you get there?
So,
Scroll down.
yeah, so underneath the property card. So this is the property card. When you scroll down a little bit, just right here, you just scroll down and it'll be under links.
Is web forms on there too?
Yep. Web forms is on here. You can get directions to the place.
Who uses SkySlope? Anybody?
Sam, I'm calling you out. Sorry.
Sorry, what's that?
You using web forms?
Yes, well, I just, for training and internally, I just say web forms.
Yeah. But are we gonna lose?
No,
web forms?
they're keeping web
No,
forms.
no, I
SkySlope is
called
Toronto
Priya.
only.
Oh, I called Korea and they said web forms is going nowhere.
No. Okay. What?
No, web forms is staying.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Gee, I'll start rumor.
At the TREP course, they said web forms was staying.
It is. I called them directly.
They would have a riot if they tried to get rid of web forms,
Because
I
the
think.
rumor was it was going, but it's not.
So just to continue here, you do like, again, you have links that go to Geo Warehouse. Then one thing that I say is really cool, and this is good to utilize for open houses when you're doing them, is they have a neighborhood guide and an address guide. The neighborhood guide doesn't give you the option to save a one-page PDF. The address guide does. If you click it, I'm going to just share the link or the tab or screen or whatever. This pops up.
The old hood kid.
Yeah. So the address guide gives you a hood queue, and what you can do is it gives you the option to save and print a one-page report. You save pretty much this page that you see here. And then you can have a double-sided print on for handouts and stuff. It's good to have if you're if you're having an open house, just for people that come by, you can say, hey, there's a property report on the back of this feature sheet.
You can even make a QR code of it. Some people are very tech savvy.
Yeah.
Just take a picture. Because they would like to scroll and see addresses and stuff.
Yeah, but it's a good way to kind of show them like what's like, for example, the transit walk score, schools in the area. It does also cover where the nearest fire station is, police station, and EMS station is.
In order for someone to receive listings from you, you need to have an invite, right?
No.
No.
So what does the invite achieve then?
So the invite, what it does is it gives you the so I'll show you right here. See this little text chat right here on this at the top? If I click that, you can see that I've messaged probably at least one person.
Well, so the main functionality is giving you a live chat.
This is another realtor that I talk with, for example, when we collaborated. He's from another office. And it gives you the option to live chat with people and
But your clients have to accept the invite and download the invite.
for this, if they want, if your clients want to like properties, create their own lists.
To be interactive.
To be interactive. That's the
Otherwise,
whole
it's just
purpose.
basic stratus
Yes.
stuff. We're just proceeding.
Yes.
Yeah. This just gives them the opportunity to be interactive with you.
My attention span is an issue, but thank you so much for like.
Honestly, thank you. Thank you.
I hope I covered enough.
Yeah.
In case anyone's wondering.
Are you gonna do
Yeah,
another
just-
one for CME?
Yeah, we should be doing another one for CMAs.
CMAs are really, like, to be honest, the CMAs are very, very quick if you were to do them. I'll show you right here. But it's very, again, everything is generalized when it comes to these CMAs. So if I go to new search,
Oh, show me CMA.
let's say you click on a property, we'll go,
92,000 on the auction.
92
That one, it's a guided tour. Yeah.
so we'll go right here and we'll click on this one.
Where do I find that number?
It's funny, that's my street name.
Where did I?
What's that?
That's my street name, but not, yeah. So let's say we click right here at the top right of the property card.
Yeah.
The same blue arrow. Create CMA,
Oh, wow.
right there.
Really?
The minute you create that,
Yeah,
and then you press create,
yeah.
then it gives you this list. So how far do you want the CMA? Do you want, what statuses do you want? Just sold, leased, expired? And what the time frame is, last 6 months. You can do a custom one if you wanted like 30 days.
Oh, this is great. It
You
says
can
one
do,
lot, right?
yeah, you can do condo, freehold, commercial. You can include properties on the land registry. You can add a price range if you, let's say you wanted the CMA to be for 800,000 to only 1 million. You can add that price range here. And then you can do search properties or suggest properties. I believe this one just gives their filter for it. And then, so if I were to click search properties here, it now shows you that bubble of where it's going to pull the information from.
Okay.
Wow, there's condos that sold for $399, 600 Fleet Street.
So now if you go back, what you'll see is under the searches now, because it's done through a CMA, you're going to be able to extend this. So this goes back to 2021. If you wanted it to, let's say, only go to 2022, you can drag that and change it. And then up here where you have searches and that bar, you'll have another button now, which is CMA. This blue button, if you click it, you can replace the comparables with the new searches that you found here, or you could add these searches to comparables. And then what you want to do is if you want to actually pull this information, if you go right here, so it'll open up a new tab, and I'm going to share that screen in a second. And this is what it's going to open up. It doesn't have anything popping up because I probably pressed something, but it's going to open up a tab that shows CMA for this house. This is the area it's in. This is this is the area, municipality, and community that it's in. It'll show your contact card. All of this information is what's pulled from that profile section at the start that I showed. And it'll show you the demographics and then other properties and where it got that information from. And when you press print, it's probably going to open up another tab. This one doesn't have any properties, so it should be quick to show at least. How do I share this page? Shit, I can't share that. Oh, interesting.
It's kind of like collab.
Oh, what is happening?
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it's not letting me show you, but when you print it, it gives you the option to save it as a PDF. And you can see it when you guys do it yourselves, what it does. But it'll show you like demographics in the area. And I wish I could share this screen so I could show you. I don't know why it's doing this.
Wow.
1 second. Can I just do that? There we go. Okay. So this is what pops up when you press share and save as PDF. You get this this little booklet. It has your contact information on the bottom left. And then it has the subject property that you're looking at, bed, bath, description. And then at the bottom, it shows the demographics of that neighborhood.
Wait, how did you go to share? Did you go straight to email? Sorry.
Yeah, so I went to, so after this page,
Before this page, how did you get to this
See,
page?
printed PDF, right?
to this page, I went through here. So you're going to have, I don't know why it's not showing properties for me right now,
All right.
but you will have some.
Yeah, I do. That.
You go preview.
Where are you? Oh, I don't get that. Why am I not getting
This search.
Yeah.
Marietta, so you just like select a couple properties in the bottom right,
Oh, I have to select them.
and then you add them
Yeah.
to the CMA, and then
Okay.
it'll take
Oh,
you
I
back
have
to
to
the.
Thank you so
select.
much for this.
Yeah, of course.
You are super patient. You should have been a teacher. You were like super. There was no like, like frustration in you at
Flustered,
all.
yeah.
But I'll actually pay you to teach my kids.
And then if you go to the.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. Did he get like, okay.
And then you go back.
I'll
to the
take
main
golf
office.
lessons from him and then then I'll
There
teach
you
him.
go.
Yeah, back to CMA.
Does anyone know how to see what's on?
Sorry.
Does anyone else have questions on the Zoom?
Sorry, what our brokerage has on market, you know how.
On Broker Bay.
No, thank you.
On Broker Bay, I believe there's a section of
Whenever
says
you
listed.
Yeah, okay. If everyone's good, this is gonna be it for now, I would say. There's a ton more that you can do on Realm, but I think we're gonna have to cut.
Busy with work? Like you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be here every Tuesday. I'm away in August, so.
Yeah.